Okay, guys. I have been waiting a couple days to really think on this, and this is just gonna be really no structure. I'm just gonna talk because this chapter of Black Clover just erased like all of the stakes that could have been built up. Like unbelievable. Like I want to stress this, right? This is like this is like fairy tale levels of just BS. And what I mean by that is everybody remembers like the Grand Magic games, right? Erza was going up against Minerva. It was looking bad. It was looking terrible for her. Then she basically conjured up the ultimate armor, which people like not the average person's able to summon. You need a ton of magic energy to summon this armor. And this armor was an armor that defied the laws of magic. So basically, while wearing this armor, she's essentially invincible to magic, right? And not only that, she had a sword that could cut through magic and also cut through space. And she defeated Minerva, who she couldn't defeat otherwise without this rule breaking magic armor. And that's essentially what Mimosa kind of has right now. And let me just go through this, right? We have Rill, we have Charlotte. Rill did like this brand new, and here's the thing, I like Rill because he gets inspired a lot. That's in his character, so he'll come up with just the craziest spells, right? No problem with that. His last spell where he had like this kind of like heavenly house type of spell, and it kept him and Charlotte alive, right? And he's basically saying, after they beat him, after they beat Megikula, he's like, I'm sorry, Charlotte, the spell effect is going to end. And Charlotte's like, no problem, but we just can't afford to die. And Gaja, if we remember Gaja, he had a giant hole in him, right? So they all fall down, all three of them. And I'm like, okay. And this is likely, what would happen. And then Lolo Pika, with her magic, tries to heal them. It doesn't work, right? So we get knocked coming out of nowhere, and he basically explains like, and I'm gonna highlight this: not everyone who's right is necessarily rewarded for it. That's reality. Although I did want to be rewarded. And then he goes, oh yes, I brought the one thing you said to bring, but it's two. And then they're like, no. Or oh gosh, why am I blanking on names? Not now. Noelle is like, no, it's not, right? Basically. And Mimosa breaks out this spell, and she's like, I'm not letting anyone die. Ultimate plant magic, flower princess utopia. And then Noelle basically states, we'll just overrule reality after all. That's what magic does. And this is the fairy tale moment right here. Not necessarily friendship, but just the crazy audacity for no one to die. And I compare it to fairy tale because that's the exact same spell, similar in concept to what Erza had. It defied the laws of reality, right? So I want to focus on this line. We'll just overdo reality after all. That's what magic does. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't necessarily overrule reality. The magic, like the grimoire and the runes, they bring forth magic into reality, which is then able to make all of these crazy things and effects happen. To the point where you could kill somebody with said magic. But when Rill's magic wore off, instantly should be dead, right? But you see the chest wound is healed, Rill is healed, Charlotte is healed. They're back 100%. And it's like if if this is the case, why didn't Lolo Pica's magic work? Is it because she just didn't have enough magic power, or she didn't have a spell like Mimosa? And I guess that's the case. But like, this brings me to the example of when Noct went up against the two devils, right? And he was about to put them in this like black magic coffin. And he was basically saying that, you know, even when he was able to put them into the coffin, it's not necessarily real because it's magic. And he didn't understand how they were able to overpower it. Right? And that's the thing. It comes, these spells come forth within reality, but I don't know about overruling reality. It has an effect on reality, but if they were going to die right then and there, it's crazy. But I mean, what this really does, I mean, we get a good moment with Gaja and Lillipica, right? We get some Noelle and Asta moments, but here's the thing, man. Like, the rest of this arc, there are going to be no stakes. There's no way. If these guys didn't die, ain't no way Captain Yami's dying. Ain't no way the first captain is dying. This is, I don't know, man, because this fight was such a crazy fight overall. And Mekikula wasn't even in her fully erected state or resurrected state. So, jeez. I don't know what to think of this except, like, really? Like, really, Tabata? And look, I'm Black Clover. I love Black Clover, but these moments right here is what makes it tough for me to like review it and take it serious, because it's just like, bro, come on. Like, Gaja literally gave everything, his last magic attack, and sacrificed himself fully. So did Rill, so did Charlotte. But now we've got this overruling magic that defies the laws of reality and basically overrules it. I mean, who's gonna die if literally take Mimosa everywhere? You could literally be dead and Mimosa should be able to revive you, period. And on top of that too, you already have Vanessa with her spell where she's able to change fate with the with her little yarn kitten. She's literally able to change bad things from happening to it not necessarily happening, or something else happening that doesn't create a scenario where one of her friends die, basically. And she can only do that so many times with her magic, right? And then to add this onto it, I mean, wow. I really don't know what to say. I'm curious of what the community thinks, and I'm curious of what you guys think. So please let me know in the comments. I think this is just overall, it kind of dampers any expectations of these devils being these just crazy creatures, because at the end of the day, I don't think anyone's gonna die from this. Maybe one person at the end, maybe one, but even then, at this point, I'm not gonna be surprised. So yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, so yeah, just let me know what you guys think.